Lower and middle income households here in the United States are really feeling the effects of what is going on right now. I'm going to break down all this stuff, but just understand the minimum wages at companies and within the states are causing many people to panic. They're also causing lawmakers to question what is currently going on. But I was talking to an economist just the other day, and he was saying that we now have another wage price spiral, and it has to do with the minimum wages coming out of California and some other states. So I'm going to break that down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates, and now let's begin. So by now you probably know that the state of California has raised the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 per hour. Well, it's causing a little bit of a concern for customers and for businesses. Look at this. It says McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and other fast food chains are raising prices after state raises minimum wage. It says fast food chains have on average upped their menu prices at around 10% in California following the state's new minimum wage law. 10%. So before, when we were worried because we were paying about $18 for a Big Mac meal at McDonald's, now they just raised it about 10%, which means instead of $18, you are paying about $19.80, just under $20 for one meal. Guess what? The hourly wage for that worker is $20. Is there a coincidence there? I don't know. But I want to show you something else, because it's not just the fast food workers. Look at this. It says San Diego hotel service workers push for a $25 minimum wage. I talked about this before, where we heard from a lawmaker that they were saying the new minimum wage in California to have a comfortable life would be about $50 per hour. $50 per hour. That is something that the majority of Americans do not make. Most people do not make $50 per hour that they work. Now, why am I bringing this to your attention right now? Well, for multiple reasons. Because right now we are seeing more and more states push for a minimum wage increase. I want to show you some of the highest minimum wages currently. These are the states with the highest minimum wage. Currently, the federal minimum wage is $7.25. Many states still go by that. But the District of Columbia is at $17. Washington State is at $16.28. California, $16. So fast food workers in California get $4 more per hour than the state's minimum wage. Connecticut, $15.69. New Jersey, $15.13. Maryland, $15. New York, $15. Massachusetts, $15 as well. And it goes on down the line. Now, I bring this to your attention because the economist I was talking to the other day said the concern right now is that we are going to have a wage price spiral, because that's already what we're seeing, but it's going to be even worse. And I want to explain why. So here's what's happening. So first off, you see prices for, let's say, the minimum wage, right? It goes up. Let's say just in the state of California, for example. Okay, went up from currently, or is what it was set right here at $16, but for fast food workers, they put it at $20. So the price or the wages go up. Well, in order for that company to continue to make money and to be profitable, that company now has to raise their prices on their products. So the hamburgers and the fries and the sodas and things like that. Okay, so it's $20 per hour. It just went up. Now the company raises their prices, and they're going up 10% based off this story. So it goes up 10%. Well, here's the problem now. That just went up 10%. Well, the McDonald's workers, they can pay for that because they're getting $20 per hour. But what about the worker that works over at the little 7-Eleven down the street? Maybe, she's only making $16 per hour. She's getting minimum wage. Okay, so now her Big Mac meal that she wanted cost $19.80. Well, the problem is she's only making $16 per hour. So she has to work over 1 hour, more than 1 hour, to afford a Big Mac meal on her lunch break that may only be 30 minutes long. Do you see the problem here? Okay, so let's paint this picture again. So wages go up, the price of the product goes up for that company. But the 7-Eleven worker's like, well, I want to be able to afford McDonald's. So, 7-Eleven manager, you either pay me a little bit more or I'm going to have to go look for another job. So guess what happens over at the 7-Eleven? They pay a little bit extra. All right, I'm going to give you make $16 an hour now. You're doing very good. I'm going to give you $17.15. Now, that's just not enough. And then all the workers are like, no, we at least need $20 per hour. Or in the case of hotel workers, they're saying, we need $25 per hour because we can't even stay at our hotel. We can't even buy the meal from McDonald's. And so then the wages go up, the cost of the product goes up. And then all the other companies are like, well, we got to be able to afford that product, so we got to push wages up. Well, then as wages start to surpass the product goes up again. And then we just start to see it go up and up and up. That is the wage price spiral. Now, the reason why this could be bigger than what we've seen in the past is simple. All the other companies, the hotel workers, the teachers, the school workers, the paras, the receptionists, the people that clean your car, all of them, the sanitation workers, are looking at this and saying, well, the fast food workers getting $20 per hour, getting a discount on their food at the wherever they work. They're probably getting some form of benefits. They're getting all that, and yet all they have to do is stand behind the register and make some fries and a hamburger. Well, I'm doing all this extra work. I'm putting my life on the line. I'm doing all this other stuff, and, well, for what? That's the big question. So, here's what I can tell you right now. Things are going to change. We're going to see the wages go up. We're going to see the price of the products go up. We're going to see a huge, huge difference, not just in the state of California, but in all states. That is what we're expecting right now. So, just want to fill you in on what's going on at this time, but just understand, things are going to change. It may look good on the outside. You may have a little bit extra money in your pocket, but in the long run, experts believe that this is only going to cause prices of goods and services to increase even more, and that's going to make it even harder for you to afford the things that you have right now. So, I will leave you with that. As of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I will see you guys on the next one.